there, how are you? It is Friday the day I'm filming this, and we're going to be talking procrastination and productivity as a mom. I am a mom of 7. If you're new to meeting me, hi, I'm Cassidy. I'm currently making lunch for the kiddos. We're doing mac and cheese because it's that kind of day. Something warm in their belly. The heat has been out here because there's a pipeline, I don't know, situation, like it busted. And where did my packet go? There you go. The gas line broke, and so we are having to use our fireplace, which I am super thankful that we actually have a fireplace to be able to stay warm when a lot of other people don't. But we are in a pretty fantastic community where people are sharing heaters and like different ways, like Instapots and things like that, to be able to stay warm. I was in the middle of getting ready to actually make these videos and realized that it is lunchtime, so I need to get kids fed, how to take food over to my husband, and that's not what I planned for the day, but that's the priority, and that's what gets me into the start of this video. I want to talk about mindset and goals. I think that those really matter first and foremost before you start talking about meal plans and cleaning schedules and laundry routines or any of those things. I think that it is super important to address the mindset that you have behind it and the goals that you have. You want to identify the priorities, the things that need to get done as much as the things that you want to get done. And that is my first secret tip. The first tip is prioritizing. What is it that needs to be done first and foremost? For me, my priority as a mom of 7 kiddos, coming from a childhood of, just like trauma, and I had a single mom who raised me, who struggled with addiction and alcohol and just like a lot of stuff. And so my home life didn't always feel peaceful and safe, as well as my mom not feeling like, just not able to be present. She had a lot of her own stuff, not to mention she had to work like full-time, sometimes 2 jobs, just to provide for me and my sisters. And so for me, my kids, my home is my priority. I come from a place where home didn't feel safe and mom wasn't there. And so I want to make sure that I am present, that I am creating a space and a place of safety and comfort for my children. And those are my priority. And while yes, it does matter to me, obviously I talk about cleaning schedules and routines and laundry and all of those things, like those do matter to me. Having a clean and organized, orderly home matters, but not more than my children or the atmosphere that we have. And I want our home to feel safe and comfortable and fun. I don't want it to be a rigid, strict, everything has to be clean, everything is out of I don't know the words to say, but instead of it being beautiful, it's like practical. And I don't want my home to just be practical to serve a purpose, but I want it to be a place that's welcoming, inviting, comfortable for the people that live here, as well as people come to visit and stay, and all of those things. So those to me are my priority. And so saving time on things like meals most of the nights of the week, or days of the week, and making sure that I'm not spending too much time cleaning and outside the home is really important to me. Those are my priorities. Okie dokie artichokes, I'm ready, and I'm ready to get into these tips in how to overcome procrastination and become a time management superstar in your home and your motherhood. Let's go ahead and get started with tip number 1. I want you to go ahead and get a pen, paper, or your phone so that you can take notes, because what we need to do is prioritize. We're going to make a list of our daily, weekly, and monthly priorities, the things that we need to get done or we want to get done. And we're going to put it in those categories so that way we can make sure that those things are priorities. Some examples of these priorities could be as far as like monthly goes. You need to pay your bills. Certain bills need to be paid a certain time of the month. Maybe your vehicle needs to be cleaned out. I know I like to clean out my van at least once a month. It usually is every other month. What are some other things? Cleaning out your dryer, maybe a deep clean in a certain area like the kitchen. That's what I do, like a deep clean in the kitchen once a month. Your garage, your basement, like whatever it is, those things that you would like to see get done. Maybe cleaning the gutters, yard work, those kind of things. What needs to get done once a month? And then go down into the week. Okay, what needs to get done weekly? The way my cleaning schedule is set up is it's bi-weekly. So every day I'm working on something different, and it's like throughout the week. So that would be more in my daily task versus my weekly, even though it's set up that way. Some other things that I do weekly is I plan out my week for the next following week. I plan out my meals for the next following week. I have certain things that I clean weekly. I do, as far as like daily is concerned, my living room, kitchen, and dining room all need to be cleaned up daily because as a family of 7 kiddos, like there's a lot of messes that get made in those areas, especially all the cooking and just like daily do. We're also a homeschool family. I think I mentioned this. So there is like those messes that are created. We're home all the time is what I'm getting at. There's a lot of messes and things to be cleaned up. And so those things are a daily thing. I also do laundry daily, but you might be like a weekly laundry person, just depending on your family size and your preference. What else? Yeah, I think those are some good suggestions. If you need some more, let me know down in the comments and I can give you some more ideas of like what certain things would be as far as like weekly, daily, monthly. That was not in order, but you get what I'm saying. After we make a list of these priorities in the daily, weekly, and monthly category. Okay, now that we've made those lists of priorities and what needs to get done, we're going to go into tip number 2, and that is breaking down those priorities. So for me, I do not want to wash Mount Everest every single week, my load of laundry or my piles of laundry. I don't want to sit here and have to spend a ton of time. I used to do this in the past. There's no way it would be like 10 loads a week that I would have to do at one time. And if you're like me, that is overwhelming. That is a lot to do. Like I have to talk myself into doing 1 load of laundry a day. I don't want to sit there and do 10. So one of the things I do to break down Mount Everest into bite-sized pieces is I have a laundry day, well, it's not really a laundry day for everybody, but it's kind of broken down in room. So I have a certain day of the week that is, designated to a certain family member or certain family members. You guys, do you ever deal with this? Like the word is right there. You can see it clearly, but like your tongue just gets like twisted up and you just don't say it right. Or you have to like say it super slow. I don't know. It could be me. My mind is going a mile a minute and my mouth is too slow to keep up. I don't know. However, what can you do for those tasks to break it down? Maybe instead of cleaning the kitchen all at once, you start the day by loading up the dishwasher or emptying the dishwasher. And then after lunch, you go ahead and wipe down all the counters. And then after dinner, you kind of tidy those things up, run the dishwasher, and clean the floors. Or let's say you need to clean your room. So how can you break down cleaning your room into smaller pieces? Maybe it's getting all of the laundry put away. Maybe it's then making your bed and then cleaning up the floor, taking out all the dishes that could be in there. Like whatever it is, just how can you break that task down into smaller pieces to make it more tangible and bite-sized, so that you can get those things done. And not only are you getting it done, it's like easier and more manageable, but it'll motivate you and you'll feel good that you're getting things done, you're making progress, and it's going to make you want to do more. Or at least it does for me. I don't know. It might be just me. You let me know. Just getting things done, checking off are you a box checker? Because I literally will put things on my to-do list that I have to do every single day, like feed the kids breakfast or Bible time or dinner or school lessons or whatever it is. It's like these things have to get done every single day. I know that I have to get it done every single day, but just checking that box like I've done it makes me feel like I've accomplished something and I'm doing something, and it motivates me to keep going. I don't know if you're like me. It could just be a me thing. You let me know. Anyways, so prioritize, break those things down into bite-sized pieces or more tangible pieces, and then you're going to set a deadline. Tip number 3, you're going to set a deadline for that. So what a deadline might look like. I'm not talking like if you don't pay the gas bill by the 15th, your stuff is getting shut off and now you're cold. I'm not talking about that kind of deadline, but I am talking about creating some kind of deadline for the task or the chore at hand, and then sticking to it. So for instance, I am a huge fan of a 10-minute timer. I think this is like powerful, and it has literally changed the way I do my chores and things like that. And also like it's helped me kind of just like release. It's a weird thing, but there's something in all of us that want to race a timer. So for instance, I will set a 10-minute timer for me to complete a task like cleaning the bathroom. The first couple times I did this, I would not complete what I needed to do. There are plenty of times where I will set like, okay, I need to get this email sent out. I'm going to give myself 20 minutes to do this. It actually takes me 30 minutes. It's like, okay, well, I have 20 minutes to do this that I have allotted for. I'm going to go ahead and spend 20 minutes on it, and then I'm going to put it to the side. And if I have time left over from something else during the day or before I go to bed, I will go ahead and finish this. If not, then it's going to have to go until tomorrow. And I don't want to do that, but I start to learn and I'm able to assess things and like change it and make it work. So now I know, hey, it's probably going to take me 30 minutes to complete an email. Next time I have to send an email out, I'm going to allot for 30 minutes. The bathroom, I set a 10-minute timer for the bathroom. I'm going to clean the bathroom. Now, I know that I only have 10 minutes, so I'm going to be purposeful and intentional. I'm not going to get distracted by, organizing and sorting the hair ties or the hair things or wrapping the cords perfectly. I just need to get it put away at this point because I'm 10 minutes to clean this whole bathroom, and I don't have time to sit here and spend and waste on, little attention thieves. So I'm just going to put the hair ties in the drawer. I'll deal with that another day. I'm going to wipe down the counters. I'm not going to sit there and get like super nitty gritty. This is not a deep clean. Like I just need to get this bathroom cleaned up and organized because it is a hot mess. And if I don't finish, then I don't finish and I just move on. So there's plenty of times where I will set like a 10-minute timer and I get caught up with something, or it's more to clean than I thought it would be, or I get distracted during the process and then I don't have time to mop the floor. I did everything else, but I didn't mop the floor. And it feels like I didn't finish it and it's unfinished. And there's like a little thing that's kind of like, like it's in the back of my head. It's just like, it's obnoxious, but I have to release it because I have so many other things to do. I can't sit here and focus on the fact that I didn't mop the floor. Everything else got done. And the next time I will allot for another 5 or so minutes to make sure that I can mop the floor next time, or that I don't get distracted. So make sure you have your priority list, and then you're going to break it down, and then you're going to create deadlines. And I highly suggest like a 10-minute timer or some kind of like device to help you stay accountable for that. Time blocking is a great way. There's other ways to be able to do it. And then, assess, like just because you don't get everything done or you didn't get to the thing that you needed to get done or wanted to get done, it's not the end of the world. Tomorrow is a new day. There is grace to be had. And then you could just better know, okay, this is going to take more time. This didn't take that much time. Or actually, this isn't even a priority. I'll deal with this another time, if that makes sense. Okay. So those are the first 3 tips. Then the 4th tip, a lot of people think that number 4 is the priority where you should start, and it's just not. So you want to make sure that you're figuring out the purpose, the reason why you're doing this, what is going to be the thing that's motivating you. Then you want to figure out what your priorities are and organize those into tangible categories. So the daily, the weekly, the monthly, right? Like it's giving you a category of what to focus on when. And then you're going to establish deadlines, times to be able to achieve those things or complete those things, and not work past that. So that's going to help you stay accountable with your time as well. And then you want to create your routine. Only after you have figured all these other things out do you want to create a routine, because what will happen is if you create the routine before you figure all the rest of the stuff out, it's not going to be successful. There's going to be times where you fall. And not to say, like, I have definitely created a routine and then fallen short or not completed it or missed something. And guess what? It's okay. It's not a routine. It takes 21 days to create a habit. Okay. And even after you have created that habit, you have to continue to do it to build up the roadway for it to be something that is actually concrete and something that you're not going to be able to forget and not do. So like for meal planning for me, right? Like I've been meal planning for so long and I've been working at this so long that I know it takes me about 10 to 20 minutes to create a solid meal plan, to make my grocery list and either order my groceries online or, because I do like Walmart delivery or pickup sometimes depending on what my day holds or when I need them. So it's like a roadway that's built. It's thick. I've been doing this a long time. However, something like writing emails for my newsletter is not something that I've been doing very long, and I am working on it, but like it's not my thing yet. It's not something that I am strong. I have not built this habit up. I do not feel confident in it. And I have to work on it. I need to make it a habit. I need to make it a priority. But right now it's just like something I'm having to learn before I get to that point. Okay, so I'm going to be very transparent right now. So this week, come probably Wednesday. So it's Friday now. 2 days ago, I was sitting there thinking, what is going on? Like, I feel like my home is out of control. I'm missing the mark. I'm working on things that aren't even the priority that I shouldn't even be worried about. I'm spending time on things that are not important. Like, what is even going on? I just don't understand how I am falling behind in all of this stuff. And then it dawned on me last week, Friday, Saturday, was super busy. I had super sick kids. Like, there was so much going on. I did not fill out my planner. I did not plan my week. I did not write down my meal plan. I did not write out my cleaning schedule. So guess what? Out of sight, out of mind. Even though I know all of these things to be true, even though they have been life-changing for me and they have made a huge difference in the way that I manage my time, manage my home, and am present for my family, even though I know that this is, I have to have structure, I have to have routine, like I know this about myself, even though I know that and I've been doing this for so many years, guess what? I didn't do it. I was not proactive. I didn't do the thing that I know that I need to do. And go figure, come Wednesday, it felt like my life was falling apart. It felt like I couldn't keep up. It felt like everything was just like it was like a volcano waiting to erupt. And even though I know to do certain things, like there are things about me that I just do without even realizing I'm doing it. Like I'm doing laundry, but I'm not actually doing the laundry that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm cleaning up messes, but it's not actually the things that I'm supposed to be cleaning up, right? So there are things like my office right now is kind of just like over there. Like I have, what is it called? Distilled water for the, oh my goodness. I want to call it something with hydro, but that's not it. The diffusers. Goodness gracious, guys. I have purified water or the distilled water for the diffusers. I have my husband's work bag over here. I have a yoga mat over here. I don't even know what this bag of clothes is. Like there's stuff that's just happening. Why? Because I'm not doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm sitting here focusing on, feeding the kids and cleaning up the messes after that. I'm doing things that they need to be done, but it's not the things I'm supposed to be focusing on. So making sure that we're doing all of these things and we're applying them matters, but just know, like, we're not going to do it perfectly. It's going to take some time, right? Like it's like riding a bike. The more you do it, the better you get. The longer you're riding, the more success you have, right? And so it's like that. It's like we want to prioritize. We want to break it down. We want to create deadlines and establish routines. But it's not the end all be all. This is not the saving grace. This isn't the magic pill. This isn't the thing that's going to change everything for you. And it just do so effortlessly, right? Like, it will be life changing. It can make a huge impact and be super pivotal in how you manage your time and how you manage your home. However, if you're not putting the work into it, if you're not prioritizing it, if you're not doing the work, it's not going to work. And it was very apparent to me, and I want to say this as like an encouragement and kind of to give you some relief as you're figuring this out, as you're gaining, like, you're putting those training wheels on, you're testing it out, you're working on this. Even somebody who is sitting here telling you how life-changing it is and who's been doing it for, like, I've been using a planner and like this routine stuff for 10 years now, because I started when I had my third. That was a season. I had my third daughter, and then I think like a month later, my husband left on deployment for 7 months. And so I became a not single mother to 3 kids very quickly. And it was, I needed routine. I could no longer be the go with the flow, feeding on command and co-sleeping and not having sleep schedules and like, we'll just clean what needs to be clean. Like, I was no longer that mom. We needed meal plans, we needed structure, we needed routine. I needed help. Anyways, I just wanted it to be kind of like an encouragement and a relief that even somebody who's been doing this for 10 years messes up or makes a mistake of not applying these things. And it quickly became apparent. Like, it was very, like, in 3 days of my week, I realized this is not normal. This is not how, like, I'm feeling completely overwhelmed and just so frustrated. And like, I'm failing. Like, I cannot keep up with the things. What is going on, right? And it was because I was not prioritizing. I was not following my routine. I was not having those like deadlines, those time frames, time blocks, whatever. And so I hope all of that is an encouragement. Tip number 5 is eliminating distractions. So you want to make sure that you are removing any of those pesky little critters that can distract you from doing the things that you need to do. And mostly, you know, when I think about this, it's like social media or TV or just things that you're paying attention to that are not the priorities. They're not on the list. They're not on the schedule or the routine, right? Like, you're spending time on things. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't watch TV or you can't, scroll social media or watch a video or listen to a podcast or a book or anything like that. Like, I am a firm believer of multitasking in the sense of, like, washing dishes is boring, folding laundry is boring, cleaning the bathroom. This is not eventful stuff. This is stuff that we're doing every single day, right? Like, it's monotonous. It's time consuming. It is repeating. Like, so the way that I spice things up is I'm a continuous learner. I love to read books. I love to listen to podcasts. I'm constantly trying to evolve into the best version of myself. I'm trying to become the best person I can be, the best cook I can be, the best homemaker I could be. I'm trying to heal trauma, and I'm trying to work through mindset issues and like blocks, and like there's a lot of things that I'm doing and I'm trying to be better in. And so I really like listening to podcasts and audible books. I like to watch videos, trying to grow those skills and learn more. And so what I do is I multitask. I will, while I'm doing laundry, while I'm cleaning something, while I'm cooking, while I'm washing dishes, whatever it is, I will usually, like you've seen me in the beginning of this video, I will have my AirPod in and I am listening to something that is going to engage me, that's going to stimulate me, that is entertaining me. So that way, when I'm doing these monotonous tasks, I'm engaged here. I have one out so that I can hear my kids and I can pay attention and pause it when I need to. And I'm simultaneously entertaining myself and doing the things that I need to get done. So that I think there is wisdom as far as like scheduling your time to scroll or making sure it's in a time that you can do so without like, negating your responsibilities or the things that you have at hand. You just have to be smart with how you do it. Multitasking, like I said, is a great way to do it. Audible, podcast, that kind of stuff. It's super smart. I suggest doing that. So quick review. You want to figure out your why, come up with your purpose, so that way it can power you through the days that are hard, through those challenging moments, through the, just help motivate you to stick with it and continue on. Then you're going to prioritize. You're going to break those priorities down into bite-sized pieces to make it more manageable to do and not overwhelming or stressful. Then you're going to create deadlines for those, whether you're using an app or a timer or however you want to do it. You want to create deadlines, and you want to stick to those deadlines. You do not want, create those boundaries around the things, create those deadlines, stick to the deadlines, and then you're going to establish the routine. So you have everything in place, then you create the routine, and then finally you're going to eliminate those distractions or be super diligent and wise about the distractions and when and how you're doing them. And there you have it, friends, my 5 tips to overcome procrastination, conquering it forever. Just kidding. But yes, I hope those 5 tips will help you become a time management superstar in your home and your life. If this video was helpful, don't forget to like it and share with a friend. Is there somebody that you think could benefit from using these tips as well? Let me know down in the comments what you thought about this video, what you think will be the most helpful for you, or did you like all of them? I want to know. And as always, I thank you for watching. I appreciate you. If you want to learn more about homemaking and motherhood, watch the video over there. If you're not subscribed already, do so, because I'm constantly trying to just help and share, encourage moms and homemakers to be able to be more efficient and productive in their duties. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!